What's up everyone, I'm ArcDrifter, welcome to the channel, and I thought I'd just do a quick little intro here to let you guys know what kind of game you're in for. This is Slay the Princess, a game Ash and I discovered, a really cool indie game that came out near the end of the October season, and I'm finally getting the episodes out on YouTube here, so I hope you guys enjoy. It's a fun, like, indie narrative style click as you go adventure. There's not a lot of like crazy action going on. It's like you make decisions as you go kind of game. But I'm not going to drone on about it any further. I hope you guys enjoy the episode. Let's go. Let's do this. We're playing, I think PC controls might be the way to go. I'm not entirely sure. I'm going to assume that because of this little cursor we got here. Yeah, I might do that. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. Sure it's not. This is a love story. Okay, here we go. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path
you can kind of move around.
is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Do I even need the keyboard, Matt? Do you know? Because I honestly would prefer to just lean back a bit. Okay.
I'm just reposting to my Insta story. Yeah.
No way. Hey.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Alright, cool. Oh, I get... Whoa!
Whoa,
oh.
That's a lot of options. Okay, let's go to the top and start reading them.
So I could... Can I ask all these questions without it moving forward?
No, I think it's probably after
these seem like actual straightforward answers down here.
Or maybe all the explore ones you can ask about, and then the things move forward.
Let's just ask the first question. The end of the world? What are you talking about?
Yeah, explore means do not progress.
We know it. No more
Typically.
birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
How does this happen? Okay. But how can a princess locked away in the basement?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. To get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
No. It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any evidence to back this up?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Okay, well, it seems like, you know, I don't know any information. This doesn't seem like a very fair thing to throw me into, but okay, anyway. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
Going like mental gymnastics route.
If you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
Oh, time to do a stretch. Thanks for the peach. Oh. Thanks. Okay.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Okay, but killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress.
I don't want to slay anybody!
Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
I'll agree.
Yeah, the seamstress over here is like, oh yeah.
Please don't murder me.
No, wait, can somebody else do this?
Oh, if only that were the case. But I don't make the rules.
You're the hero.
I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far. But unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off.
Fuck.
Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how much I wish I did.
That's an explore option.
Well, click the first one.
Yeah, forget this. Forget it. I'm not doing this.
No, you have to do it.
No. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world
I
ending?
haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
You are about to be so
I
mistaken.
mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists or very, very evil people.
We are villains.
Surely you're not one of those, right?
Eh.
Okay, but do I get a reward for doing this?
But you'll have to slay her before you get it.
I want to know what it is. Can you tell me what my prize is going to be for doing a good job?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just
This
for
guy's
you. And whatever you
testing
do,
my patience.
I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
God, dude, it's got to be like, it's bacon. It's gonna give us some bacon.
Okay, so these are all actual options.
Here we go. I'm gonna read the one that I'm gonna choose. I guess I could just read them out, but look, I'll go to the cabin, I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say that she is, then maybe I'll slay her, but I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face. Okay, fine, I'll go to the cabin.
As long as you remain focused on your goal, it should all be smooth sailing. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Wonder if that choice mattered, like, between the other two?
A warning before you go any further.
House.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
But what if I
We're
want
going
to?
through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
My own fucking voice? Okay. So I have a voice.
I think it was the narrator like mimicking your voice.
It's the thing changed.
The
Yeah.
air is
I don't know,
stale
maybe.
and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Okay.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
No, I think I was gonna go for the strangulation route. Alright, fine.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
I feel like this narrator is evil.
Yeah.
I have a knife now.
The basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Your mom. Ha! Got her.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Okay. Yeah. Voice is slightly
It's all
different.
part of the manipulation.
Hi! Hey, I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Probably not the best way to introduce yourself. Yeah.
Good luck, hero.
She's tied up.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Oh, she is
There's a
not.
heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so
Turn up the game volume a little bit. In
Is she
mixer.
really a threat to the world?
Hopefully that's better.
Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
I have a knife. Stabs myself. Actually, yeah, I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Turn up a bit more for you guys. I mean, I can always go get it again.
Yeah,
right?
you could just place it on the ground and pick it up again. Unless she has fucking abilities to drag it to herself.
To the floor with an unceremonious clack.
Okay, but she's so pretty.
Thank you.
She's not gonna hurt us, right? I'm gonna go get the knife
Against your
again.
better judgment, you step forward
Why?
to speak with the princess face to face.
I didn't say step forward.
Yeah, I didn't ask for that.
We'll be fine.
Are we?
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
I'm just trying to get more information because I don't trust you, Mr. Narrator. I don't know who you are.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Are you coming on to me? Where's the information? I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. Yeah, I'm here because you're supposed to end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
Yeah, you're pretty evil.
I can fix it.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
No, I don't know fucking anything. I was hoping you'd tell me. Actually, let's deflect it. Now, what are you gonna do if I let you out of here?
Princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life.
Okay, but like... Oh, this is the voice of the hero.
Yeah.
You don't know.
She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
I should have used, like, a different voice actor for the hero.
Yeah, the voices are very similar.
Yeah. Or maybe there's a reason for that. See, games like these are tricky, right?
Yeah.
It's like, what do they actually want you to think? What's going on? I know they're playing games with us already, you know?
I don't think I can answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful.
Bitch was evil.
Stay here, yeah.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
No, fuck you. Tell me what you're gonna do.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
You don't think I'm questioning that? That's why we're talking.
That doesn't sound
But I
right
haven't
to
just
me.
stabbed you.
And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
Now you're coming around to it.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
Bollocks.
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Neither is yours.
Like
That's
I
the point.
said,
I'm kind of pulling them
it's
on
all
equal
about
turf
trust.
here.
Blind
I'm the
trust.
mediator.
So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, The princess clearly incapable of ending the world. Or do you trust whoever...
Now, I believe in girl power.
Don't insult my intelligence, bitch. I know you're strong.
Yeah.
Like, you don't think I saw your game trailer?
I can see a girl boss over here,
This
like...
isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
Tell me what's going on, narrator, you bastard.
I mean, I'm down to encourage the French Revolution, but I need to know why first.
Oh, we're going back in circles here. How long have you... Or no, what's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness. Or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Nah,
Fair.
I'm not a... No.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Lies. How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Yep. How would I get you out of here?
Can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... Well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she
Just
suggests,
cutting her arm off?
right? She is. I'm sure of it.
I don't think... Well, maybe she was trying to do that.
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
That's true. That was such a, like, incel way of mind of thinking. Wait, is that word banned on here? Sorry. Back. I actually don't remember. It might be. I think it was at one point, honestly. I apologize.
That's so silly.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, people
Yeah.
get offended. Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
I don't have the... I have to go get the knife, do I not? I think I want to take the third option.
Yeah.
That seems like a pretty good
Oh, I forgot to read it.
compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
Why don't you tell me what she's gonna do? Well, this is good.
One way
I
or
just can't really see my
another,
ears.
I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help.
Why is her text in red now?
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
And if you don't,
Oh.
I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
Her voice is good.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
I'm bad at choosing. Yeah, I'm not taking either side. Fuck you guys. Made my choice. I'm locking her in the
I
basement.
think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here.
Excuse me.
It's a chance we'll have to take.
I win.
We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
You're making a mistake.
Probably.
Oh yeah.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way to
We
the
left the knife down there.
I think we took
It
it.
won't be long before I slip these chains.
Okay, we have
Once
it,
I'm
yeah.
out of here, there
Oh,
will
yeah.
be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains. She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. Do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's...
I think she'll chew her arm off if she needs
Either
to.
way, she
Like,
left her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
Do we want to stick to this plan, this route? Maybe I should just go stab her.
it's up to you. I feel like we're probably gonna play this a couple times.
Yeah.
It has...
Let's try this route. No, we're sticking to the plan, locking her down.
Death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way.
See how this goes.
You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay.
She's
We
gonna,
can make
like,
this work.
demon out of
We're
there.
fine.
You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side.
Oh shit.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyway.
Let's run for our lives.
It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
Run into the woods.
She sounds
I'll take my chances with the wilderness in the dark.
much less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd face her head on or run through the woods, because either way she's gonna kill us. Like, I think running and getting haunted through the woods is terrifying.
Pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forget.
I chose not to kill you. I just didn't want to choose a side. I don't know if you're what you capable of.
You've made tonight.
Oh.
Doesn't sound like you're getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
I'm going to sleep. Okay, so all of that was just an act, wasn't it? You're not really innocent or harmless. You're not even a princess. You're a monster.
I can be innocent and harmless if I want to be. Teasing me with fresh air and a chance to finally live freely doesn't inspire me to play nice.
I knew you were evil.
Princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall.
Run away! Where's the option to run?
Jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has
God,
stopped,
she's on the ceiling.
and the door to the basement is ajar. Its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that
Oh.
awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working.
Fair.
It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs.
Oh no.
You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach.
But I have a knife.
One, yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
Talking to the narrator.
So helpless.
Whose side are you on?
I can take my time with you, can't I?
I mean, with that energy,
Yeah, I'm like,
now
play with
I'm
me,
a
mommy.
little
What?
turned on.
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you...
I'm a monster fucker, I can deal with this.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills.
I guess just kill me.
If you'd only help me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
I died of paralysis. Shock. Chapter 2.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement
How does that
of the
work?
cabin
I wonder how that's gonna work
is a
out. That's cool.
princess.
So there's like, now we're in chapter 2.
It matters what you do the first time
Yeah.
around.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. Whoa. Okay. But I died. What am I doing here?
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Voice of the hero. Okay.
Shh. What if he hears us?
What? Another voice in our head?
That's a very good What if he
They're
does
all
hear?
us.
Shit. I think you'll find your
We're schizophrenic.
pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. The world to save, after all.
Okay, let's assume I'm telling the truth and that all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. We couldn't trust either of you, and as far as I'm concerned, we still can't.
So that's our voice in our head now because we chose like the paranoid path.
Yeah.
We chose like we don't know who to trust path, so we were paranoid. That's really, I think that's
Yeah.
what's happened. Yeah.
All we did was lock her away. And how'd that work out for you? No comment.
Oh, cool. The whole story's different now because we chose it like that.
Well then, congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And your solution is to send us back in there. Do you want us to slay the princess? Or do you want the princess to slay us? Obviously, I want you to slay her. One of you poses a threat to the world, and the other doesn't. Anyways, I believe
how do you know?
the other question was something along the lines of, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We were killed by the princess, and now everyone's right back where they started. Sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Speak for yourself. From my perspective, there were plenty of consequences. I'm never going to forget the way she just made us stop working. And that's only scratching the surface. If what you said is true, it begs the question of how you got back here.
We like get haunted by our presence of each. Like, that's so cool.
This is cool as hell.
If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? If she brought an end to everything and everyone, how are we supposed to stop her? What do you want from us? I want you to succeed. You'll find a way. You're the only one who can.
Okay. Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
Okay, just being around her in the end shut down all of my organs. What the hell am I supposed to do about
Like I
that?
said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
Okay, to quote you from last time around, she's just a princess. How can you possibly justify saying that? She's clearly something far, far worse.
She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin, and you'll be fine.
Fuck that. Who locked her in the basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Fuck you.
I don't think any human could lock her up. Like, sorry.
If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special.
That's the hard eye roll
You're
for
the
me.
only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps. But it's just the way things are.
We're supposed to end the world
Just into
together,
doing
I
something
think.
by
We're
calling
supposed
it
to, like,
special.
run off.
It's manipulative. Why are you trying to manipulate us? I don't know, I kinda like being special. Okay, fine. Maybe you can goad him into doing something, but he's not even the one who makes the decisions here.
Yeah, me. I do.
I'm not goading you into doing anything. You already know the princess is dangerous. All I'm trying to say is that you have to be the one to deal with her. I know it doesn't seem fair, but that's just the way it is. And for what it's worth, I know you have it in you to finish the job. We don't. You saw what happened to us last time. We need to leave.
Okay. Why? You're being cagey. What aren't you telling
I
me?
told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job a difficult not.
True, it would have just been like, walk up, stab her.
If you want us to stand a chance against her, we need to be armed with information. What is she really capable of? How are we supposed to stop her?
How are we connected to her?
But the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at my word. He isn't telling us everything he knows because he doesn't trust us, which means that we can't trust him. Stop talking yourself in neurotic just
Fuck you! I'm crazy now.
Do you see the way he keeps pushing us? We have to get out of here.
To be fair, this is exactly what we would be doing.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Fine.
Oh, you can turn around and leave. I think it would just restart.
That's a new path. No, I don't think it would do anything simple. I think this game is very meticulous.
That's what I mean. It would be like the 3. The game would like restart again.
Oh yeah, chapter 3.
Yeah.
Oh, that's tempting. Let's just go kill her.
Yeah.
We know what she's doing. She's clearly evil.
Before you go any further, she will lie.
Yeah.
I don't think lying and cheating is her thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away. It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
I'm the fucking stupid stabby thing.
I don't trust any of y'all motherfuckers.
The smooth wood of the walls almost featureless.
The
only
table's
furniture
still...
of note is a lone table
Yeah.
knocked on its side.
Was there a mirror on the wall before too?
A pristine
I
blade
don't
stands
remember
I
the
don't
mirror,
think so.
no.
open, inviting basement doorway.
Oh,
I think
Oh,
the
no.
basement's like a different doorway
the
too.
door
It's
was
bigger.
closed.
And it was a smaller
It looks
door.
bigger now,
Yeah.
And the table's still knocked. Knife on the floor.
The blade is your implement.
This is so cool.
You'll need
Oh,
it to be able
man.
to do this right. Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a door here last time.
Thank you.
It's just an empty frame. She's already got out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us?
And it feels good.
Yes.
I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. If you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Chance awaits, and only you can do it.
Start hyperventilating.
Yeah, you didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
You're right. I was so stuck on the eyes watching us that I didn't
That
even
is new.
notice it there. What are you two talking about? There isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the floor, and the open doorway leading to the basement. There's nothing else.
What do you mean you don't see that?
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
She is gonna crawl out of that
The
thing.
narrator's lying to us.
Look at it. Unless that's what he wants us to do. And pretending it isn't there is a trick to get us to do exactly what he wants.
So the narrator doesn't see the mirror because he's tricked by the magic of the... why would you lie about that? Yeah, why would you lie about that?
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? That you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
Should just take the blade and go stab her. This whole cabin is different than I remember it being.
Very different. He changed it, didn't he? It's like he's trying to make us doubt our
I don't think the
reality.
narrator is. I think the
Calm
princess is
down.
doing
I
this.
think they're...
Maybe the three of you just think
In
everything is
cahoots.
different because you haven't been here before. Enough of this past life.
The three of you. Okay, so
Haven't done.
he has definitely
Certainly
acknowledged
not
us
killed
as a
the
presence.
princess.
Like, we are our own person in this game. Like, we're not the hero, we're not the paranoid, we are a different entity.
Yeah.
So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
Oh, that's so cool. The blade.
You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. It would be good. Steel can't lie to us. Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else?
Fucking
I
AK-47?
don't know. Better than a knife?
Sup, bitch?
The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself.
The narrator says I can do it, and I can do it.
Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
He doesn't even know there's a mirror there. Ignore the mirror. It doesn't exist.
You cross over the threshold.
What the
and onto a
fuck?
series
What?
of isolated steps, suspended in darkness.
Excuse you?
That's
Your
not.
eyes, too. You never mention the eyes.
I'm turning around.
Seeping up from
Yeah, I don't
below,
want to go to hell.
fresh light,
Sorry.
static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back.
No!
A lot of fun, you and I.
I tried to be impartial!
We need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
We're gonna get fucked.
I can't go back. No.
Step off the void into like.
Should I just talk to her? How hard is it to throw a
Can't
knife?
be that hard, but then we'd lose our weapon. We'd have to make it count. Otherwise she'd be furious and we'd be defenseless. If a knife is even enough to do anything against something like her in the first place, it'll be enough.
Fuck off, narrator. I can't trust a word you say. Continue down the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
Why is it so dark?
As you emerge,
I-
you find yourself between two loose rows of white...
I wish I just stabbed her at the beginning!
suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right.
Eyeballs that moves.
She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you. Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again.
We're gonna die, yeah, that's pretty clear.
Yeah.
Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
But I'm trying to find you! Go back the way you came.
You turn back to the stairs,
Yeah.
only to find
Ah!
there. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are.
Hi!
Told you I was going to find you.
As the princess approaches, your legs
Oh.
Because she's so
suddenly go
pretty
numb.
though.
Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
And you brought your little knife with you again. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think! Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Out as your blood begins to coagulate.
Ah.
It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Lungs, liver, nerves, heart. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Is he individually, like, isolating each organ and making
Making it work for
Your
a
eyes
second,
shoot
yeah.
open as you gasp for breath.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you? Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late.
Should I just stab her?
Up to you, but I think
Your will concentrates into a single fine point, and you strike out against the princess, ignoring the constant reminders of your breaking body. She doesn't even move as the blade sinks
Got her.
into her heart. We did it. We actually did it.
Well, look at our hand.
I'm like,
What are we?
That's gonna work.
You actually went for it. Oh, you're going to regret this. I could be so much more terrible for you than I am
Yeah.
now.
Oh,
Can she?
how's that work?
We've already seen how she can change heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
You're not getting those stairs back. I'll see you when you finally decide to die.
She falls to the ground, unmoving. Nerves, heart, lungs. Oh,
Got an
I can
achievement.
stop now, can't I? I can. Finally. And now that she's gone,
Stuck in a
you can
dream
let
with
us
no
out.
escape.
Right?
Yeah.
But she was the one who controlled this place, wasn't she?
Yeah.
And now she's dead. I don't like to think what that means for us.
We're stuck down here
It
forever.
means that you're stuck here. Forever. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, I hate this.
I hate this.
Time passes. Forever's gonna end eventually, right?
Yeah, I guess we'll starve.
No, it won't. That's the whole point of forever. It doesn't end. I feel sick. It doesn't have to be forever, though. Does it? What do you mean?
Grab
We
that
still
knife.
have a way out, clutched in our hands. Are you suggesting we kill ourselves? Won't we be dead? I guess that hasn't stopped us before. That's a terrible idea. You've already saved the entire world from ruin. Why would you want to die? Because right
Can't
now,
get out?
you don't want us to do that. You're right. I don't. But if we've already saved the world, then why does it matter if we die? Why do you care? I just
He
do.
starts.
I value life. Every
Fair.
life. Even yours. Especially yours.
Why especially?
Why? What do you mean, why? I think it's perfectly reasonable to value life. Exactly.
The paranoid
I've
voice is
answered that.
literally me. Like,
Oh my god, okay. Okay, are you stuck here with us, or are you capable of going other
I'm
places?
stuck here with you. I wish I weren't. Feelings mutual. At least we're all being honest.
To be fair, I feel I justify killing the princess because she killed me once. Okay? At least as far as I know.
you just go through all the dialogue options.
It's not like it matters if I die, I'll just come back again.
Yes, the whole looping thing. How unfortunate. You were only supposed to be here once. I don't like the way you said that. You knew this was a possibility, didn't you? Of course I did. Though I'd rather hoped I was the first one. That explains a lot, though. Oh, you bastard. How much are you
He
not-
knows everything.
Plenty. But it's all in your best interest. And the world's. And mine. She's dead and we're stuck in a hell void forever. How could telling us your secrets possibly hurt anyone? It just can. Look, this world is saved, but if you start over, for all you know, you're just putting another world in danger. You barely managed to land the killing blow here. What if you don't manage it next time? I've already said too much, really. You won't get another word out of me on the subject.
We need to get more information on this. Can you tell me your secrets now? How about now? Is it secret time?
Still no.
I'm going to wear you down eventually. You might as well spill those sweet, sweet secrets now. Then we'll have something else to talk about.
You're not going to wear me down. Oh, we should ask him one more time. He's on the cusp of sharing his secrets. I can feel it. I'm not. Either way, at least needling him is something to do. The
Secret?
narrator ignores you. You can't just describe yourself ignoring us. I can.
I can.
The
Secret?
narrator continues to ignore you.
I'll fucking keep going. But I've got the best company. Oh, wait, I can't keep going. But I've got the best company I could ask for. You guys, what more do I need?
Oh, you could do a lot better than us. Exactly.
Probably.
You'll be fine here. Just come up with a game or something to pass the time.
Am I
Like
not a
cards with the voices in your head.
Am I not a creature of biology? Won't I starve or die of dehydration before it forever happens?
That's a grim thought, innit? But I suppose you're right. You are a creature of biology. Something will happen to you before forever comes along. We don't have to starve to death. You have our way out. Use it.
I get it, you don't want us to die, because you'd be lonely. How sweet.
Unlike you, I'm not capable of being lonely. Oh, sure you are. Give it some time without us, and I'm sure you'll start feeling lonely. You remove the blade from the princess's body. What exactly are you planning on doing with it?
You know. Oh. It'd be gone if I did that. I'll just slay myself.
I don't like this, but I suppose there's not much I can do to stop you, is there? You raise the blade to your neck and slit your carotid artery. Here we go. You'd better get this right next time, do you hear me? Don't blow it. Everything goes dark, and you die.
I stabbed them. It wasn't my fault. I'm getting a drink right quick before we move into chapter 3.
You're on a path in
Oh,
the
Lord.
fuck? Even woods? The woods aren't even woods anymore.
It doesn't matter if we kill her, it doesn't matter if she kills us, it just goes on and on and on and on and on.
Stop. You stop for a second. Game's awesome so far. I fucking love it.
I want a snack and I'm being bad. Just makes my chili rice.
Well,
Eats in the
just be
corner.
loud. You're gonna miss all the dialogue.
I know. So I'm like, it's fine. I'll wait until you want a bowl and then I can heat it up.
We'll go on a break at some point.
Yeah.
Yes, so it does.
Voice of the cold?
No, there has to be a way out of here. There just has to be. What if we do what she asked us to last time? What if we just let her leave?
Well done.
Okay, so you've already been here. More than once, even. Great. So you probably already know all about her and all about the threat she poses to the world. Then let me remind you how catastrophic it would be if you helped her leave in any way. If she gets out, the world ends.
It's already over.
Everyone ends with it, yourself included. Oh, threatening us with death, are we? And why should we be afraid of dying? We've already done it twice. All death has done is shunt us back to these woods, where we're forced to listen to your empty warnings again and again. This place feels a bit different, doesn't it? I don't even know what I'd call it, but it's definitely not the same path in the woods anymore. That's all the more reason to take this seriously. If the path isn't the same, it means that her influence is spreading, and the world has already started to end.
The music is fucked.
Her influence? I really shouldn't have said that. It'll make your task more difficult. But now it's out, you could always take that information as a sign of goodwill between us and do your job, alright? Great. Let's just hurry.
We should have just released her in the first round.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Are you the same narrator we met on the other loops? You were quick to accept that we've been here before.
Suspiciously quick. If I had to make a wager, I'd say yes and no. Is that supposed to be a riddle? If it is, it's not very good. I haven't met you, but you've clearly met me. It sounds to me like you're hopping between parallel realities, in which case the me you just met here is the same collection of experiences as the me you met at all of those other beginnings, but their continuity breaks the moment you say or do anything, in effect making them all separate. So, yes, I'm the same me, but ever since the moment we started talking, I'm different. I'm not sure how we're supposed to kill him ourselves, but he's asking for it. Maybe there's some way she can take care of him for us. They've clearly all been through some harrowing experiences. Don't let their baggage influence your decisions.
But they
You have
are.
the ability to see things clearly. I suggest you use it.
I feel like I can't win against the princess. I tried stabbing her, it didn't matter. We've killed her and been killed by her, and neither of those things have gone well for us. If we're going to fall through this loop forever eventually, we're going to let her out. We might as well do it now.
You're making a dizzying amount of assumptions. Your perceived reality looping twice before does not mean it will continue to do so forever. Those little voices have already drawn attention to the fact that even the path is different. The world itself is at a tipping point. Know that there is always a choice. Even if you were stuck in an infinite loop, there's no reason to assume that the mere nature of the infinite would force you to make any specific choice. You do have free will, as much as things would be easier if you didn't, and you can just keep making the correct choice forever, never deviating. Everyone is manipulating us, but we're starting to see the threads now. We just have to avoid getting tangled up in them. On second thought, let's not kill him. Let's throw him someplace that never ends. I'd like to see what that does to him.
Cold guy just hates the narrator. What happens if we don't go to the cabin? That's another
She
option.
finds a way out on her own. So, standing around out here is the same as us letting her out. Only we don't have to see her. That's gotta be better, right? No, it's strictly worse. And why is that? Because it's cowardly, for starters. And because the unknown is always worse than the known. But really, all you're doing right now is weighing two considerably bad options. The only solution worth considering is slaying her, and whatever delusion is holding you back from doing that is just that, a delusion. If you already managed to end her in some other world, the only reason you'd be here is that you somehow managed to do it wrong.
Oh, you backed the previous game on Kickstarter. Oh, that's awesome. That's really cool. What was it called again?
Is that the Scarlet Hollow one?
Scarlet Hollow or whatever? We were tempted to check it out, but we weren't sure if we were going to like this style of game. We like it so far. So.
I knew I would like it.
Well, I guess I think the bigger question is like if we had time, if we were going to have time to play it or not.
We have a lot of games to play.
We can get the game at some point. I'm sure it'll go on sale again, and we'll just grab it. Okay, well, should we just leave? Let's try the leave option.
I'm begging you, don't do this. You're going to damn everything to oblivion. You have to do something. You can't just walk away. Yet here we are, walking away despite your protestations. There's got to be a crack in this world somewhere. If he's looking in at us, there has to be a way out. Ugh, fine. You walk down the path away from the cabin. And for all our sakes that you change your mind before it's too late.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? Everything is getting fuzzy.
We're getting away from him.
What's going on? Where are we? I don't know. But it feels like home.
We're dying.
It happened, hasn't it? We finally cracked.
What's happening?
Getting overtaken.
The world around you is unwound, its physical matter replaced by a textured nothingness. It is quiet. There's a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds, undulations, pulse louder as something other comes close. Oh, she found us. Feelers probe across the fabric of reality, extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Resistance, fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel's full of you. I need something empty I can crawl inside of. I need something shaped like me. This is a nightmare. Wake up. It's not. Oh.
Oh! We actually restart.
We broke it.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin
And we're on chapter 1
is a
again.
princess. You're here to slay her.
Have we explored all this?
Yeah.
Let's go do it. Let's just go stab her. Sweet! I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution!
Spirit.
Let's go.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you. She will lie.
We're not going to go through with this, right?
She's a princess. We're supposed to ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the cabin is all. The blade is your implement.
Okay. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated. Her voice carries.
Who's there?
She sounds...
Don't let it fool you. Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Nah. Nuh-uh.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Yep.
Okay.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh,
Yeah, like, what am I? Like a Birdman.
Yeah.
this is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still
Music
plastered
stopped.
on her face. But is it over? Really over?
I'm not sure. I feel like she has to kind of trick up her sleeve.
Over. You could check her sleeves if you want, but I can assure you that there's nothing hidden up there.
We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse?
Okay,
I
close
really
to
don't
that
think
bitch.
you should do
Yeah.
that.
And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us?
I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
Take the blade.
Move it, she'll heal.
You lean down and wrap your hand around the blade's hilt. But as you begin to slide it out of its resting place, you feel a sharp and sudden jab in your side.
She just stabbed us.
What was that?
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Quick, let's get out of here.
It's too late for that now. You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs.
Where did you get a blade?
As you fall, she falls with you.
Okay, let's die
exhausted
together.
by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now.
Fair.
See you around.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you.
What are you talking about hesitating? I grabbed the knife after, just to be safe.
For whatever that's worth.
Shouldn't have grabbed it.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
You should just walked right out.
Yeah.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her.
Okay. Gotta go through it all with the narrator again. I already slew the princess. Sure, she is also killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here
I
again?
can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
Lies!
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. You said this whole thing would be easy, but after we sank our blade into her heart, she just got up and started stabbing us.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons. So there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job.
The narrator's delusional.
He's shopping at the Lululemon.
Yeah. Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this really did happen. Why should I listen to? Why should I bother
Those are
doing
two
it?
very different. Let's say for a moment that this really
one.
is the second time you died last time. We mostly listened to you. If she sprung back to life in this hypothetical scenario, then clearly you didn't slay her. But congratulations, you've been given a chance to actually do this right.
We did exactly as he told
And I
us
believe
to.
your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that you are... What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We stabbed the princess stabbed us, and now everyone's right back to where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the
Look, there's
question
more
of
bushes.
how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
Thanks, Matt.
Screw this. Who cares what happened to everyone else?
Who
It's
cares?
play fair, so we should do what we can to save ourselves and just get out of here.
At least you know not to trust her, but you do realize that everything and everyone includes you, right? If you turn around and leave, you're dooming yourself as well as everyone else. We were so close to finishing the job last time. She can't get the jump on us twice. If we're careful, we should be fine. That's the spirit. Just keep that stiff upper lip, and you'll save the world in no time at all.
Is there
Just be
anything?
quick about it.
Okay. Okay, we killed each other last time around. How can I make sure that doesn't happen
Like I said,
again?
If she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her.
Oh, and don't get stabbed while you're at it.
People locked her. Great. Now if...
The damn cabin.
A warning. Before she will lie.
He couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
We know what to look out for this time. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Okay, let's go. Back in the cabin.
The interior
Oh.
of the cabin is a jagged mess of
Jesus
wood and
Christ.
broken boards. Their splintered edges as uninviting.
Can we
as
look in the
shattered
mirror this
glass.
time? Cause like,
The only
damn.
furniture
Sure.
of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay, you didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
Because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
Can you two stop arguing? It's stressful enough in here without all of this extra noise.
I care about whether or not I'm being lied to.
As do I. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
This whole cabin's different than last time.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. A lot's riding.
She's trying to fucking gaslight us. I'm approaching them. Wait. Blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without...
Feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands.
Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
Just the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago. Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
Fuck. To the basement. Steps down to the void again.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. You can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour. That's right, scraping. I told you she has something, I told you. That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here
She's a robot.
forever.
There is something so wrong with that voice. Yeah, she thinks she's better than us, like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room. I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains.
She's like a robot
Here.
or something.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down. If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
She's got like auto-tune
Yeah,
on her
she's
voice.
like extra fucky sounding.
Oh. If I come close to you, you're just gonna stab me, aren't you?
What? No! No, I wouldn't stab you. I am just a sweet, innocent princess trapped here for no reason. And you are a brave knight who's supposed to walk up to, not stabbing distance to help me.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her. She certainly feels threatening. Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it. But you know who is armed? You. So stop second-guessing yourself and do your job. But I'm nervous. All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any
I don't
time
like this.
But I'm nervous. Do you remember what happened last time?
Last time? If somebody came into my house and stabbed me to death and then I killed him, surely I would remember that.
So she's aware of the different timelines.
Yeah.
But I don't remember it, so it must not have happened.
There you go again, talking up delusions about a past life experience that clearly didn't happen. Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth. I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember, right?
Yeah, you two are the only one looping.
Up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think you're doing.
But that's exactly what happened, so you do remember it.
Would I just lie?
Yes.
Just lie to your face and tell you a thing I remembered happening didn't happen just so I could stab you again? I mean, just so I could stab you for the first time.
Aha! She slipped up there. She said again, and her taking it back doesn't count. Do you hear how deranged you sound right now? Please.
Can we stab the narrator? Like,
yeah.
Silence. Postponing
Stop
the inevitable
gaslighting
will
us.
Make it worse for you when it actually happens.
Okay, Okay, I know you have a knife. I'll let you out of here if you drop it.
A knife? What are you talking about? I don't have a knife. Where would I keep a knife?
Behind your back? Maybe?
And why would I stab you to death? I don't know you. You haven't given me a reason to stab you to
You're
death.
like an android.
It would be so silly of me to cut you open and look at your insides.
Okay, I could have sworn we didn't mention stabbing anyone to death. Sounds like she's really out for blood. Fortunately for you, she isn't armed.
Stop! She is!
Stop. Yeah.
Prove it then. Prove you don't have the knife.
It would be so much easier to prove that I do have a sharp object. I could just show it to you. But I don't have one, so I can't.
The princess smiles as she pulls her hands from behind her
It's
back.
like tucked into her dress. Or something.
But look at this! Hands! Hands that don't have anything in them to stab you with!
Oh. Oops, I right-clicked.
Her smile stretches into an
I could have been
even wider
saving.
grin as she shakes her
Ah.
sleeves.
Whatever.
And empty sleeves, too! Look at how few stabbing implements I have. It's practically zero.
It's practically zero. I'd like to trust you, but you're being so suspicious right now.
That's so rude of you, passing judgments on strangers you've never met just because they're different from you. You'd like it if I did that, huh? Silly little Birdface thinks he's so serious coming down here, but
Birdface.
doesn't know anything. Thinks he can tell me to get
We are
rid
a
of all
bird
the knives
creature.
I don't even have, while he gets to wave one around right in front of me.
It's just like birdified howl.
Yeah, like, why do we have bird features?
I bet you didn't like that, did you? I bet you didn't like being judged for no reason.
How many more times does she have to vaguely threaten you before you finally decide you're ready to deal with her? We're clearly still figuring out our angle. We don't have the luxury of watching this from a distance. Oh, I'm sorry, do you think I'm in a position of luxury right now? You're acting like you are. My entire world is at risk. Then maybe you should behave with a little more humility. A bit of self-deprecation would
I
go
love
a
my
long
voices.
way.
I don't know either.
I have my dignity. Fine.
I think in real life I would just run away from the situation. Fuck
How
that.
you deserve
Get me
to
out
be
of here.
treated.
Yeah, our first reaction of just like leaving would have been us, probably.
What if you're just hiding it somewhere secret?
I've shown you all of my hiding spots. What kind of princess do you think I am? I would never hide something sharp somewhere secret. Wait, that sounds like I'm lying, but I'm actually not. My secret zones are for me, only they have nothing to do with you or my intention to not stab you to death the second you get close to me.
Her smile drops for a moment. Her expression sharp, flat.
I assure you, there's nothing hidden there.
I'm inclined to believe her on that one. She seems serious. Of course, but that doesn't mean that she doesn't have something hidden somewhere. We know for a fact she's armed.
Okay, I don't have the key.
Oh, you don't? Okay, I see. I have an idea. You should come over here and stare directly at the chains. You won't be able to find a key if you...
Whoops.
I've said my piece at
I
this
didn't mean
point.
to
If
click.
you don't know what it looks like.
You won't be able to find the key if you don't know what it's supposed to look like. So you'd better come right within close staring distance just to be sure.
I think we all have. But if you want to keep exhausting your questions, it beats getting stabbed to death.
Okay, we killed each other last time. I'd rather not do that again.
But if we killed each other, then why are we here? Right now. Both of us normal and unstabbed.
Because the timeline reset, and you know that. I know that you're mad at me, but I think we need to let bygones be bygones. She's gonna stab me if I get close. Or maybe I could just kill her right quick again.
Yeah,
I think I should try it.
Stab, sure. Don't remove the
The
knife.
princess falls silent, her smile unwavering as you charge across the room.
Jesus.
Okay, she hasn't pulled out a knife yet.
She
Her
remembers
hands are still behind her back.
Our strategy last
We
time.
can do this.
Yeah.
We can win. We
Yeah,
just have
we
to
can't
decide
do it
now.
with the same strategy.
Make sure you keep your eyes on those hands. I don't trust her for a second. But your focus
Yeah.
is broken by the horrible sound of metal slicing through meat. Whose meat? Not ours, right?
Yeah, ours.
At first, then yours.
Hee.
How? What
Robot.
did she even hit us with? You stare down at your chest and at the long, thin blade she impaled you with. And then the red, angry slit in the flesh of her thigh, where the blade had been nestled just a moment ago.
Oh.
Still lodged in her leg, emerging from her knee, hinging up and out of her body like some extra metallic limb. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
You're going to die now.
With a twist of her knee and a squelch, she does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die.
And yeah, the chapters do keep changing names.
Are we gonna have
You're on a
extra
path
cheated
in the woods.
voice?
Fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this
Where
over and over
are
and
we?
over
We're
again,
just
we're
in
not
grass.
starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin. You're what? The interior. I feel.
Whoa. The interior of the cabin is sharp, a constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you do? We decided to go forward.
We're starting in the cabin, fuck you all.
So we're on like the sharp path, stabby path.
Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now? Nobody. Nobody holds the cards. That's how it's always been. That's unfortunately how reality works. The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight. Good. It's better that way.
There's two extra voices
Without a
now.
fight, no one can win. And if no one can win, then nothing has any meaning. Great. So obviously you've already been here. How many times? This is our third? No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realize that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right? That can't be right. That's too much responsibility. Nah, impossibly high stakes make the fight so much better. Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table. A pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay, sure. You take the blade before letting me finish.
Okay.
It will be difficult.
We don't even have a choice anymore.
This feels right. We just have to keep.
But the mirror is also there.
Sharp.
Yeah.
That's right. We've got.
I think we should approach the mirror every
He
time.
didn't say anything about the mirror yet either.
Yeah.
We'll win eventually. Hell, we might even win now. That's a fighting spirit I like to see. You could all learn a thing or two from this one. I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there? You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right?
It's a mirror in
Isn't
front.
the door. It's just that mirror again. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore. I can feel
The mirror is
air
important.
behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it. If it's in our way, let's just break it and move on. You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it. Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess. You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks.
Mirror disappeared again.
Yep.
Oh.
And the mirror's gone. How surprising. It was never there. Just an illusion. Let's just get to the princess already. I didn't care about the mirror before, and I care about it even less now. Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll...
Music stopped.
Yeah.
You step forward.
What the
You don't
fuck?
get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They
Yeah.
are smooth and flat and
You
metallic.
just fell down a mirror
An
hole.
unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view,
standing
Ow.
at a distance.
At least she's locked up
She
still.
gives you
She has like a mirror dress. Her dress is like
Oh,
spiky.
cool. Yeah.
Hi. It looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
She's got another thing coming if she thinks we're going down easy again.
Pride makes us dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once.
Nothing bad has come of it yet.
Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered.
The past isn't real. There's only here and now.
Oh god.
Ah!
It's cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like
Yeah.
leaves. The chain falls to the floor. She's loose.
I'm disturbed.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit.
Hey!
Listen, I'm out of ideas.
Can we run away, please? We're going to fight her again. Okay, wait. Oh my god. We're gonna appeal to her. Okay, so we could either fight her. She can't hurt us if we let ourselves. If we don't let ourselves feel it. We're going to appeal to her with or puff her up, but there's no reason we can't talk about it. We're going to unconditionally surrender. Oh, that's easy. I'm going to try flirting with her. She has swords and arms. If we don't, and we don't. We're panicking. She wins by killing us, right? So let's beat her to it. All these ideas suck. Think up something better. What? Should I? How much think I should do that, but
Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, that's right. We just have to think. There's probably an answer. If
She's
we
gonna kill us before we have time to
Standing
think.
there, huh? A bold strategy.
You don't
Oh,
have
okay.
to finish your thought.
Yeah.
In a moment, she's across the room, blades flashing in the dim starlight. She skewers you.
Ow. What a surprise.
Yeah. We don't even get a second to think without her stabbing us.
Oh, a new
why
one.
should the skeptic?
Oh, a new one of us.
I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die?
You're on her.
No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
I think we're dead. And that's all
Just the broken.
Dead, 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 dead.
Oh, we have the multi voice.
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead.
This is for...
Stop doing that. It's horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past one.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas.
Her teeth.
I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay.
Everything about her is more
Maybe
jagged.
gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
We don't need any other voices chattering about in here. It'll just confuse us. All we
It is there confusing
need
us.
is to keep fighting.
Yeah, I'll pass on that.
As long as we keep moving.
Come on. Show me something new.
Okay.
Can we like leave where her hands are sleeves? Like, please? It's so nasty.
Let's try flirting with her, maybe?
If you want to, I'm down.
Okay. It doesn't work and she kills you again and again and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life to life, holding only snippets of conflict that transpires.
Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable woman.
She skewers you.
You're cute.
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps.
Then you skewer yourself.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Huh. That didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought.
Contrarian.
What's the point? It's all the same.
She skewers you.
Oh, don't give up on me just yet. You gotta keep going.
Doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up.
Okay, let's go again.
Just panic. Flee.
She skewers you.
No,
She skewers
you
you.
don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
She skewers you.
See? We're getting better.
She skewers you.
Okay, okay, yeah. That was a good one.
She's going to kill this body either way.
So stop feeling what it feels.
Look how she's getting creepier. Like, her teeth are like...
Love it.
She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
We're getting
How many
close to
blades are
something,
coming out of
can't
her
you feel
hand?
it?
Yeah, I do not like the degloved fucking hands.
Just floating around, yeah.
Right. One last time, that's all we need. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason.
Opportunist, she skewers you.
Skewers you.
Yeah.
And then everything goes dark.
Ooh, we're going to really die now.
Yeah, we're starting back from 1, I think. No? Okay.
Mutually assured destruction, chapter 4.
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin and we'll take it from here. Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up
How many
against
voices? I
different
lost count. There's too many voices in our head.
And our steel claw is already in our hand. Ho-ho! What if we throw it out the window? Over my
We have the blade already.
body. That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore. Besides, what better way to die so very many
Yeah.
times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman?
Because
I
we tried
agree.
to flirt with her.
Sure, I can think of a better way to die. Yeah, they're all the same, really. How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top. There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing
It's
them.
actually 4 times, but they're saying it's 5, I think, now. Because they said 4 mid-chapter 3, I
Yeah.
noticed. And I'm like, they are losing track of it now, too.
Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time. Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
I mean, truly, I think that's who they are.
Walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only it's fine. I'll just shut up then.
Only, it's more of a slide, we know.
Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs, or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this. Don't care, just want to win. Fine, you make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that.
That's right, we're as strong as you. We can keep coming back.
I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
No.
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you.
I said no already.
No, just you wait, and not for very long, because
Please
I'm going
don't
to do it right
deglove
now.
yourself again.
Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess
Ah!
splits into red blooms of raw meat that stretches and tears. And then it erupts. A wave of blood
Fish.
and viscera, pieces of her
I saw the
splattering
fish.
into all that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades,
Oh my
Entirely degloved.
furiously in its cage of a chest.
Are you ready for what comes next?
God.
I love her still.
Holy shit!
She's gorgeous. Absolutely divine.
Agree.
Yes, behold the perfect woman.
Lay down.
Do you think we can throw her out the window?
No! We can't even touch her.
That looked painful. How is she still alive? Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all. It's made up. She doesn't even have a back anymore.
That's all just made
How
up.
was supposed to stab her in it? This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing. We're
Fire.
screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it. What just happened? It's so quiet.
Something feels different about you.
It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You do not act, and yet through that inaction your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but as her blow finishes its arc, you're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Your weapons clash again and again, you and her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. There's only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, and the faster the momentum volleys between you. An endlessly building crescendo and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition, and hers strikes too. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. You do not get to see each other die. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place. The mirror is back. You do so. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. So we're like a horrible monster.
As well, yeah.
You're alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. You see the cabin? You are at the cabin. Approach her. You recognize the presence inhabiting the shell. It is the entity that dwells in the spaces between.
Something returns to the long.
We found like the perfect ending.
It has surrendered its path of annihilation and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What? I don't remember that.
Yeah, remember when we turned around and walked the other direction?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was the other timeline though. You're that thing I met in this.
It's all connected, clearly.
Yeah, it like remembers, like even though it reset, but it still remembers somehow. You're that thing I met in the space outside of the woods, aren't you? I thought that was a dream.
Vague recollections, empty tunnels without a mouth. I am sorry if I frightened you.
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
I think I know what she means, but I'm gonna.
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network.
Yeah.
I wish to be more.
Do you think I am?
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Gift of a fragile vessel?
Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own. This one is sharp and single-minded. She is cruelty, but she is also joy.
I think this is one of the best voice acting, like notable voice acting things I can think of this year so far, I gotta say. So probably gonna have to nominate this girl for the Yay Award.
Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Should I ask her to...
What?
Let her out of there.
Sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me.
I promise that it doesn't hurt.
You know the narrator.
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here.
Narrator's just us. Just in our head. Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you trapped? Are you what trapped
I
me?
have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
I like created her, I guess.
Yeah, like, I'm curious what happens if we just set the princess free from the very beginning.
Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
This is what the narrator was warning me of. Wait, were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them.
I think I need to kill it.
Yeah, either kill it or yourself are the only options.
There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspective.
We're talking with the game right now. I think that's what they're trying to say.
Yeah.
Like, we're talking with the save formula thing that does everything. We're
Yeah,
talking
bring
with
me more perspectives and then she can be whole. We need to unlock, like, everything to get the good end.
the more endings.
The more complete she'll be. I think.
That sounds right. Okay, aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find.
Fuck you.
I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
It's like, so this is like the Blade ending. I wonder if, like, the different deep endings we find more pieces of, like, their
Yeah,
skeleton
we're
or
gonna
body.
figure it out over time for sure.
And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished. Dry. Hollow.
So that cool way of saying, like, you need to beat this game if you want to, like, get the full experience.
Yeah.
I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Then it goes dark and you die.
That's so cool.
We love it so far. It's been so great. Honestly, like, I'm pretty sold on this being, like, one of the best indie games I've played this year so far. Just because the amount of trickery and the cleverness in the writing so far has been amazing. And we haven't even experienced probably any of it. Like, we're just scratching the surface, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
I've only been playing for 2 hours, so not even.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
We're starting back from fresh again. So, let's just walk away. This time. Without saying a word.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Okay.
No, I shouldn't say anything.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it.
Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Turn around again and leave again.
Really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Good. Maybe everyone should die. That's what they get for dumping me in the woods and asking me to kill someone for them.
Everyone, I meant everyone. That's a pretty large group to just condemn to death over a single princess.
Yep.
And
I'm heartless.
Checked, you're part of everyone too. So if you think about it, walking up to that cabin and slaying her is really in your best interests as well. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Jesus. Yeah, oh yeah, well, I guess I start walking in a different direction. Again, in fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will. And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes.
Princess isn't going to kill me, I did nothing wrong.
Familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your
Jesus.
surroundings, you start
Only
those
cabins.
flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
This is a cool ending.
Wait, what's going on?
But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world. You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death.
Climb a tree.
You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Okay. Chapter 2.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
There's a wall.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Oh, you aren't kidding. She actually ended the world last time, didn't she?
Last I checked, there wasn't any last time. We've just met, you and I.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience. The entire world ending wasn't enough to get rid of us. I don't think there's much he can do other than object. I wonder what else we can do to ruin his day. If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off.
The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky.
The world hasn't ended yet. And you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Yeah, okay, there are walls. Just lie to him. Hey, those walls weren't here last time. You can't just force me to go to the cabin.
What are you talking about? I'm sure those walls have always been there. It makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess.
Stay in the woods forever. Tempting to just do that right now.
I mean, we have to do everything, I feel like, at some point, so whatever you feel like.
If I can't run away from the cabin, then I'm just staying here in the woods forever.
Oh, that's clever. A little boring, though. It's extremely boring. Can we really do that? Can we really just do nothing? No, you can't just do nothing. You have to do something. Alright, so it's decided. Even if it's boring, we're going to do nothing forever. Congratulations.
Yep.
You continue to waste everyone's time and do nothing. Wait, can you still hear me?
Oh, we're escaping.
And go into the abyss again.
Weird feeling. It's like I'm barely even here. Well, it's not nothing, that's for sure. Does that mean we messed up?
Fabric of reality is gonna swallow us again.
Uh-oh. The world around you is unwound, its physical matter replaced by textured nothing. You can find yourself in the long quiet once again. Memory returns. There's distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder as something other undisclosed.
We get to say hi to her again.
That which dwells in the empty spaces contracts across the edges of your mind again. She's furious. Betrayal. Every door you close on me is a door you close on yourself. Do you want to linger here, entwined with a creature you taught to hate you forever? You taught to hate you forever? Eternity never ends. Cold spite. Our infinites shrink into something less. I hate you, 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 etc.
Yeah, so, she was like, why the fuck did you come back before finishing?
And at the end of that path
Yeah,
is a cabin.
okay.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
So is there a way we could have played the ending? You think we could have done that differently?
Well, I think let's try and go to the cabin and just set the princess free immediately.
You're here to slay her.
Like, don't even pick up the knife, you can
Don't.
enter the basement without it.
End of the world.
Oh, okay.
Because that was an option.
Well, we just let her out, maybe.
Yeah, just straight up let her out.
Okay, silently continue to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. A warning, she will lie. The interior of the cabin
go
is
into the
almost
basement
entirely
without the knife.
is your The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Because we don't have the knife, she's being nice.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
You're manipulating me.
You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
I'm here to save you.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be?
No, fuck you, narrator. We're trying the, like, safe route.
Really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
She's probably gonna kill us, but...
I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
That's where I want to go. I'll see what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
She might just straight up kill us, but
Thank
maybe
you.
she'll...
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
And if there isn't any key, okay. I want to grab the knife though.
Do you have any other
Okay,
ideas?
and if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
Knife.
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut.
Oh.
You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here? Your shout.
Hey, let me out of here.
Met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess.
The narrator's closing the door?
Won't leave until the task
We don't have the
is
knife.
done.
Try the
Try the
door.
door, but it's locked from the outside. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Fuck narrator.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
It's gonna get locked up
I
with
heard
the
the
princess
door
forever.
They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates.
Oh my god.
In her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
At least she's a friendly creature.
As she rips her
Yeah.
flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clang of bouncing metal.
Behind me.
It's the blade
the
from
knife down.
upstairs.
No.
You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
No.
Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save.
Save the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above
You'd
the
fix that.
unfolding chain binding her to this
I can fix that.
Yeah.
The joke is even funnier now, I feel like.
You cut into her
Just
flesh.
cutting her arm off.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours.
She's so cute
blood from her
though.
wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Our knife
Won't
has
have
blood
any
on it.
impact. The stakes are too high. You can't
Narrator
just let her
won't let
escape
us leave.
the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises
Hey!
the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward.
Hey!
The blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. The princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
I'm being fucking controlled.
Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist. There's only one.
The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance,
Get away!
the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't.
It's
you.
not us, we're trying to stop it.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands.
Oh,
What
no.
are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to.
Aw,
be
she's
quick.
gonna stab me.
Yeah, this is the
Plunges
trailer.
into your chest,
One of them.
Yeah,
She had
part of
both
it.
hands in the trailer.
Yeah.
Is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
Ow.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
Wonder what this ending will get us.
I'm sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark. And you die.
Goodbye, my love. Now she's gonna like us.
Yeah, I'm like, I think she's not gonna be as mean now.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay.
Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
Tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We just met for the first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If
I mean,
we're going
fire.
to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it. Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all
We have a poly relationship.
attempts you've got in the works. We'll see about that.
We're already in a poly relationship, because I have split personalities.
Sounds like you would sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek. What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Well,
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all of this really did happen. Why should I listen to him? Why should I bother
Those are
doing
two very different. Let's say for a moment you died last time, which you were the one who did us in, villain. Well, not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop us from rescuing her. Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the entire world was at stake. No lone princess is worth that price. I beg to differ. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume that whoever is making the decisions here has the common sense to ignore your protestations.
nah, I'm thinking with my dick.
Yeah, we're
I
absolutely
can fix her.
thinking with the dick. I can fix her logic.
If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that you are. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she
I think she bled out.
She would never. She's a perfect angel that you cruelly imprisoned as part of some convoluted,
I love the Smitten. He's hilarious.
Convoluted. I don't know how this premise could be any more simple.
Delulu. Voice of the Delulu.
Yeah.
Well, actually, we don't know. I'm with them. I'm going to find a way to save her from that cabin.
That's right. You can't stop all of us. We're going to sweep her off her feet if it's the last thing anyone does. Are these really the sorts of people you'd like to align yourself with?
Yes.
Yes, we've committed to this path.
You're
not at the cabin yet. You still have plenty of time to reflect on the situation. I just hope for all our sakes that you make the right call.
Any more I
Just
can...
be quick about it.
Okay. The only reason she was able to kill me last time was because I let her. She could barely hold a knife. How is she supposed to end the world?
She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I... Maybe it's her beauty that threatens the world. Sure, it's her beauty. Why not?
Why not?
Before you ask, no, we can't just keep her down there. If you don't slay her, she's going to find a way out. It's unfortunate, I know, but it's just the way it is. People...
What is this place?
I've told you everything you need to know.
Aren't you telling me?
Going into more detail would just overcomplicate, not to sound like a broken Look, of course you're... Calling us special isn't going to make us friends, even if it did feel nice.
Sorry, I'm skipping ones I know we've read before.
Oh, believe me, the last thing I want is for you and I to be friends. But I'm a professional, and I'm not going to let my dislike for you get in the way of helping you save the world. Great, now if you... A warning. She will lie. We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in. I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice. I do. But I also...
I do.
My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet.
This game's so funny.
Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
What's it gonna look like?
The interior
Oh!
is clean and elegant. Its stone walls.
It's actually a princess.
She's just gonna be like in a bed, like in fluffy handcuffs this time.
The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine
It's ready.
bed perched on its edge.
Why am I tempted to go full tilt and not take it again?
I don't want to take the knife.
Yeah.
I want to go look at the mirror though.
Yeah.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Which...
I want to talk to him about it first. You didn't say anything about the mirror.
There isn't a mirror.
Let's see what
There's
Smitten
the
says
table,
about it.
The blade sitting on the table and the door. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here. In which case she'd be lying to you because, again, there isn't a mirror.
Mirror's there. It's like a sign from her.
Yeah, and it is glitched out because it's literally over a tapestry, right? It's weird the way it is.
You're right. It also doesn't move like... Well, the blade doesn't move and the table doesn't move either. But...
It's the tapestry's mirrored on each side, and the mirror's like just floating over it, which is like
true.
really unnatural.
What would you lie about that? What's the point?
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so... very different? Is it? I can't say I was paying much attention to the scenery last time around. Maybe that's because
You weren't there.
you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past line. So focus up. Stop letting yourself get distracted.
Okay.
Which the mirror, yeah.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago, and now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
It's cool to not look like some bird creature.
Into the face.
A knife.
The door to the basement creaks open,
So
revealing
nice.
an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight, but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice, it's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already. I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top...
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yes,
chill.
for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs
Oh my
and
God.
lock eyes with the princess.
She looks
She's
like
so
extra pretty.
Around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right?
Thank God.
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
We're here.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing, and she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before. That's right, villain, and you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but...
And I love the, like, wholesome, inspiring music.
You have a chance to do it right.
You just damned the world to oblivion. Na, na.
Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her? We never saw a world end.
Stop making me
Now I'm even
Stop making me
more
take.
certain
I don't want to leave this
chase
path.
our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise. Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
Okay. What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
Timeline just reset.
Just tell her that the narrator...
Okay. Okay, I'm sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that
I love her. She's so supportive.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually. That's
Fuck you, rescue the
perfect.
princess.
Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me. I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him.
Maybe she just thinks you're crazy now.
Drive her to violence.
But before we started talking, did the world end? Did you end the world?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
I think she did. She's like doesn't know.
Just like her
Or she's lying really well.
princess, she wants to make us happy. My heart melts.
She's clearly good at acting.
Every word that passes through her beautiful lips. Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
True.
I think that's the safest
I have no
option.
feelings one way or the other about the world
To be
ending.
honest, I can't believe that the fate of the entire world has been left in the hands of a nihilist. The princess shifts in uncomfortable confusion.
Me too. I don't care.
She wasn't confused for long. If she doesn't care, then clearly she didn't end the world. It would take a great desire for evil to do something.
Our death ended the world because this is our perception.
And our dearest has not an ounce of cruelty within her. All
Rescue
is
her
well.
ass.
It's all in our
It's high
brain.
time we rescued our beloved.
Rescue the princess.
Rescue her? What are you talking about? Did you forget that she's a world-ending monstrosity? And even if you wanted to unleash her onto the world, despite the complete moral disaster that would be, you'd have to get her out of those chains. Good luck with that. Don't you see how dainty her hands are? You'll be able to slip her out with ease. No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains.
It's our perspective.
Why hasn't she done it already?
This is our brain.
We've
Yeah.
yet to present her with her freedom. I'm not sure I follow. Would you rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature?
I love it.
Or would you rather believe the devil on your shoulder who tells you what you can and cannot do? I think I'd rather believe in facts. Ah, so you're one of those empiricists. One of us has to be. Then let me show you a brand new truth. Narrator, we courageously step forward and free our beloved from her bindings. No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I would if you had a weapon.
You say? You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her?
I would if you had a weapon.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought. You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings, and
I'm the one in control here.
we don't
Yeah.
stop her.
Oh my god, yes.
Princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it.
Yes.
I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you.
Yes!
With an embrace. Ugh, if only you
Best
had a
ending.
weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back, and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
I literally don't know. What do you want to do?
Guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection.
I want to end the
Then
world.
She shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Fuck. Well, that's not what I meant. I just am amazed that she said that. Not.
I want to leave.
Something
We
crazy.
can figure the rest out later.
That sounds perfect.
Music changes.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers.
This is
We
great.
have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess
I'm
go.
content with my path.
hand in hand.
Best ending so far.
Look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks.
Bastard.
That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't.
Maybe she'll
fair.
just kick the door down.
The unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
It's our story. We kicked the door down.
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than
Say it,
anything
Smitten.
you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice.
I guess if I hit auto, that's...
I'm just along
It
for
just
the
keeps
ride at this
playing.
point.
You think you can open it?
Well, I don't know. Do you think I can?
Yes.
Yes.
Of course she can. You believe in her, right? Nobody is leaving this basement.
Power of true love's getting us out of here.
Yeah. I think we can open it if we try together.
I think we can open it if you try together.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the
It's
door
opening.
together. Blech. And
Wait, is it on auto or is it back to...
It's not on auto.
Okay.
Just, yeah.
lock clicks and the door creaks open.
Because this is a love story.
I told you our love was insurmountable.
You did say that earlier.
Yeah.
You and the princess make your way upstairs, and the blade, that's right, there's still a chance for you to do
No.
the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
You're not doing that.
Enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every
Let's get out of this room before he makes us do it.
out to the end
Yeah.
of the world and make me suffer. I hate you.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together.
Look at the beautiful
Just like we
stars
wanted.
outside.
Mm-hmm.
It's just... Everything is all
I
nice.
suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside. A happy ending at last.
We did
Then you
it.
get eaten
What
by
do
a
we do
bear.
now?
Yeah, the fabric of times.
Where did everything go? Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
Yeah.
Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
What's happening to you?
Oh, quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Yeah.
Yes. And the mirror is important. You have to go fucking touch the mirror, I'm pretty sure, because otherwise
Yeah.
you can't get to the end. But you don't get a chance to make that jacket, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
Oh. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? Is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much
We're
worse.
talking to him directly.
Yeah.
Do it then. End us all before I
That's
die
so
of a
cool.
broken heart.
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. Grown. Have I? What's
Yeah,
new?
we've unlocked more. Grown.
You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Just into the cabin. You're at the cabin. Approach her. It's like the love ending.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience
This is so
stretches
cool.
to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am. What I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
You know, at the end of this, once you're finished... Oh, I don't want to say that. When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
So is it going to be easier to find the right path, is what she's saying?
Yeah, she's essentially saying you can't go down the same path twice.
You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met, thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
This is so cool. So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
This is like really cool, guys. Like this is like, and like I don't even view the we're not talking to the princess. We're talking to the game itself, and that's what's like really cool about this.
I don't want to fight.
I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be.
The vessels are shaped.
Yeah, I have to do the things I don't want to do.
But their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky.
She is going to help us understand how many more the things there are to do. I like that too.
So she's like pond-sized, but she will be an ocean.
And I am sorry for the burdens I place on you. There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
That's what I think.
Ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
We should probably save.
You're here to slay her.
I think that's where we're going to leave it, though. Well, that's it for episode 1 of Slay the Princess. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you hit like, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We'll be back with more episodes. The next 2 will be in a standard fashion, so the whole screen will be gameplay, and you won't be able to see the chat and stuff as clearly, but it'll still be there. It's if you guys want to be a part of the live action, make sure you're following my Twitch page at twitch.tv/ArcDrifter. That's where all the fun happens. That's where we do all these crazy fun YouTube series. This particular one was on Project Supervillain, so that's another place to check us out as well. That's twitch.tv/Project Supervillain. That's basically like a group channel where we have our other friends join us as well for that. Here on Arc&Ashe, you'll just see me and Ash only, but Ash and I are also a part of that, so you'll see us both over there as well. And that being said, I hope you guys have a terrific evening or day or night or morning or whatever it is for you, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye.